Hello there. Welcome to this problem solving session for grade 2 math and logical reasoning for competitions. In this video, I'll show you how to solve problems where there is a table of numbers. We have to find the sum of numbers from sum of the sales when a condition is given in the problem. So let's jump straight into a problem and see how it looks like. John picked four cells to make a square from the table so that the sum of the four numbers inside the square is greater than 62. Which of the following numbers must be chosen in the square? So we have some numbers that are given in the answers. So it is asked which of these combination will give us a square that is greater than 62. So there are a lot of ways to solve this problem, but let's see how we can do that. So if we select these four squares, and we'll see just a sec, let's find out the right set of squares. So if we select these squares, 1, 2, 6, and 7, what's the sum? So 2 and 1 is 3, plus 6 is 9, plus 7 is 16. So 16 is less than 62, so that's not the square that we are looking for. So whenever there is a question that says greater than something, so it says greater than 62, but let's say it's greater than any number that is given, we always start with the last square because this is the square with all the maximum number of values. So if you see all the numbers, these are all in order, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So they are increasing. So if these numbers are increasing, the highest amount that we will find in any square is where we have the maximum number of, like where we have the maximum number. So 19, 20. And if we want to include 19, 20, then we have to include 14 and 15 as well. So because it's a square. So this is the number, this is the highest square. So what is the number inside this square? So we have to add all these to find out what's the number that we are getting here. So it's 14 plus 15 plus 19 plus 20, which gives us 29, 48, and 68. So you can find the sum. I'm just doing it quickly, but you can do it at your own pace. So this is 68. So often people select this square and say that, okay, so we have this square and we have 20 in this square or 19. So we select either 20 or 19 and we say that's the answer. So 20 is not the correct answer here because it says which of the following numbers must be chosen in the square. So we have to see, is there any other way? Is there any other square that gives us more than 62? So let's see. When this kind of a problem happens, we start with the highest square, which is the most. So if we have to maximize our number, we have to get the most number of amount of sum. We always pick the lower right corner cells. So in this case, we selected these four, and then we slightly move to the right side, to the left side. Sorry. So these are the four numbers we pick next. And let's see what happens here when we pick these four numbers. So it gives us 13 plus 14 plus 18 plus 19. So let's see what is 13 plus 14 plus 18 plus 19. 13 plus 14 plus 18 plus 19. It gives us 20. 13 plus 14 is 27, plus 18 is 45, plus 19 is 64. So we have 64 here, which is also greater than 62. So this square can also be taken. So John could have picked this square as well. So if there are multiple squares, if there are different squares that we can pick from this, and in all these cases we have more than 62, then what is our what is our number that has to be present in that square? So you can see that the number 14 and 19 are present in both the squares, whether we have selected these four or these four numbers. 14 and 19 are always present. So 19 is our answer, because 19 is, it must be taken, 19 must be taken if we want to be higher than 62. We can skip 20 because we might not select this square, we can select this square. So we can skip 20, we can skip 18 also, because 18 is not part of both these squares. But 14 and 19 must be taken if it has to be greater than 62. So that's our answer, and that's how this problem is solved. So now we'll jump to some other versions of this problem and see how it works with other problems of similar type. So the next problem says John picked up four continuous cells. So here you can see John picked four continuous cells to make a line of cells from the table, so that the sum of the four numbers inside the cells is less than 15. Which of the following cells he can skip in his selection? So John can take any of the four numbers that are continuous. Okay, so he can either take vertically like 1, 6, 11, 16, or he can take horizontally like 17, 18, 19, 20. But whatever he does, whether it's a straight line up or a straight line like this, it has to be less than 15. So as I said, like when we are talking about less than something, we always start from the topmost corner. So here we'll select four numbers which are this, and we'll start there and see, is this giving us less than something? So if I select these four numbers, what it gives us? 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 3 6, plus 4 10. So that is less than 15. So we got 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, which is 10, which is less than 15. But as I said, we always look for other possible squares or other possible lines in this case. So let's see what happens if we select these four numbers. So let's say, yeah, so we color it red. So 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's see what happens if we take 2, 3, 4, and 5 and make a sum of these numbers. 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. So it's 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 is 2 plus 3 is 5 plus 4 9, and 5 14. So 14 is also less than 15. So we have two options, two ways by which we can get less than 15. Can we take something else that is less than 15? Let's see. 1 plus 6 is 7, plus 11 is 18. So this cannot be taken. 2 plus 7 is 9, plus 12 is 21. So this cannot be taken as well. So all these values are higher than 15. So the only two options are either the first four or the 2, 3, 4, 5, that line. But if we take these two, which of the following cells he can skip in his selection? So whether he is taking the first option, the blue line, or the cells covered by blue rectangle, then 1, 2, 3, and 4, this is not, he can skip, he can't skip 2, 3, and 4. If you see in both, if you look at the both the rectangles, the blue one and the red one, you'll see that he has to select 2, 3, and 4. He must select 2, 3, and 4 to get less than 15. But he can skip 1 or 5. So our answer in this case is 5, because he can skip 5 and select the first square, the first rectangle, and still get less than 15. So he can skip 5. So that's our answer. So you have to be very careful. These problems are a little bit trickier, and we have to be uh, have to think first, like what exactly is asked here, and then accordingly we have to think how we should skip something, or how we should include something, what must be included or what can be skipped. So those kind of wordings we have to be very careful about. So now let's see another type of problem, and we can have a lot of problems like this. So I'll give you a lot of such questions for practice, so that on the screen you can see another problem of similar type. We'll continue with this problem in the next part of the video. Thank you so much. And let me know in the comments if you have any questions regarding what I just explained. Otherwise, we can continue in the next video. Thank you.